Purnamaste. Purnamaste, everybody. Welcome to the art of the word that I am. Word that I am love. For you are love that I am. In this video, we will not be positive. No. We will not. This video is not to be positive. For I am to speak about in this video the power of the word no. The power of the word no gives you power back, reclaims your power, takes you into your power. You are no more giving power away when you say no. Well, I tell you one thing. Just feel this. Whatever others are doing in your energy and you have to put up and feels right, feels good, you have no problem to accept it, to say yes, come and do it, yes, let us do it. You invite them. It feels so good. Whatever others want from you, that really feels good, that you want to do, that takes you in the moment now, into the greatest joy. You want to do it, you do it. You have no problem in doing it. And if others agree with what your heart desires, if they are close to you, and they support you, and they agree, they support what you are doing, what you want to be in your life, you have no problem in accepting it and saying no. But you know, when others are doing things, you are attached to them, and others are doing things that do not feel right to you, and you have to put up with it. And people have problem, you have problem saying no. Your ego is blaming you that you are not good enough, that you should be better, that you cannot be so bad to them, and say no to them, that they have a right to do this in your energy. Your ego is afraid that you are to lose them, that they are not to accept. Your ego is afraid because you have to be vulnerable and doesn't want to be vulnerable, for they may get angry, they may throw it in your face. But you see, then you give your power away. You see, you give your power away. Because you are putting up with what people are doing in your energy, and it doesn't feel right to you. You don't say to them, no, stop doing this, no. But you are putting up to it, you are people pleasing, you are pretending, you are polite. And you're suffering, and they're doing it every day, as you never told them not to do. And then more of them come, because you're teaching others that they can do the same thing to you. And then you suffer, you give your power away, you see. You give your power away, you don't reclaim your power, you don't show yourself. And you really don't, you say yes to people, you don't say no to people. And you actually don't love yourself. You give your power away and you don't love yourself. And you know what then happens? You are suffering. You're putting up with something that you do not do to others, that you don't want to do upon no one, and you don't want anyone to do upon you, and you're doing it upon no one, and it doesn't feel right. And that builds up resentfulness, you cannot forgive, it's suffering. You're giving your power away, not in alignment with yourself. And then you have people in your presence who do not love you for who you are, who just care that they do whatever they want in their energy. But the power of the word no, when you say no, when you say to them, no, stop doing this in my energy, like I say, I am not doing this in your energy, or I don't want this in my energy, please don't do this in my energy. And then if they gaslight, if they convince you, if they know better, if they say that you don't understand, that they are being loved, then you see that they don't love you. You're taking your power away. And now you see they don't love you for who you are. Because when you say no, true, what I am not, I'm learning about myself. You're presenting yourself. you know, when you say no. And if they don't love you, they cannot accept. They are guests in your energy. They are doing something in your energy, in your home, in your personal energy that you don't like, and they don't care. They say, this is love, you don't understand. And then fuck with them. Now you take your power away, because you take your power back. You reclaim your power because you have said no. You have rejected those who don't love you and things who do not feel right in your energy. And now people who cannot take it leave. And people who are doing this are not in your energy. You don't have to suffer. You reclaim your power. And you have people in your energy who love you for who you are, who care for how you feel, because they know they are guests in your energy. They actually love you because they know they are with their energy, in your energy, they are doing something that doesn't feel right to you. They don't want you to do to them what doesn't feel right to them. They love you for who you are. You have taken your power back. You know, you reclaimed your power. How beautiful it is, huh? But when you cannot say no, then out of guilt that you're not good enough, ego is blaming you always. Ego is separation from yourself, blaming you. You're not good enough. You should be better. You should allow others to do what they do, so more of them are to come. Ego is afraid that you will lose somebody out of attachment. Ego is afraid to show who you are. And you suffer in separation from self. It's your ego blaming you. Whatever others are doing in your personal unique energy, it is your personal unique energy. It is not there. And it matters only how you feel. And you have to care how you make others feel when you are in their personal energy, in their houses, in their Facebook pages, in their energy. If they tell you something that they don't like and everybody else love it and you love it, you have to accept it, because they are unique just as you are. Just as somebody loves Messenger, I cannot stand it and I don't want to do it. And you are right who love Messenger, and I am right who cannot stand Messenger. But I am not the one who chats, and you chat with those who chat. You understand? And if I would say yes to everybody who wants to chat, I would give my power away. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't show them who they are, who I am. I would do for them who I am not. And now those who say, yeah, what kind of a teacher you are, you don't want to chat with me. They don't love me, they only want my energy, they want me to save them. So is ego blaming you for who you are? They can go. And those who accept who I am, they actually are conscious that they are guests in my energy, that I have some valuable teaching, some valuable gifts that I'm offering, and they love me for who I am. They really love me for who I am. They really love me for who I am. And you take your power back, because you're not giving your power away, and you love and respect yourself. You have people who love and respect you for who you are in your presence. Like, you know why I get so strong when Christian people come in my class and they're searching in Jesus for me, or they don't know what they're doing in my class. Anyway, if I feel somebody is in my class and they are not actually searching for enlightenment, they are not actually getting and feeling, understanding what I'm doing, I actually see that they don't want what I'm doing, enlightenment, they want religion. They see their religion in me, and I'm actually very disturbed when they do this. I see I cannot give them nothing. I don't want what they're giving, and they see some kind of illusions in me. And I know in past always when they came and praised me as somebody who I was not. God knows who I am. I'm Purna Ananda. After they always come and blame, because then I don't save them. I'm not the one who they think that I am. They are the one they're waiting for. And if they are not just for that in that class, if they're waiting for somebody, or they just want to be religious, they can go to church. I don't know. I don't know what they can do. They have free will. And in this way, I don't have people like this in my class. They can go whenever they like. You say no. And always ego blaming you that you're not good enough and afraid that you will lose something. But you always lose yourself, and ego is blaming yourself. And then I just reject everything what is not right for me, and in this way I introduce myself. This is me. You are in a class of a master who teaches enlightenment. You are not in a church. You are not in a page of a man who's searching for themselves in their mind, full of questions and doubt, that wants to show off in front of other children. You go there to somebody else. Actually, in saying, no, don't do this in my energy. You show who you are. This is who I am. Accept me. I love myself. I respect myself with no guilt and no fear. You will not do in my energy what doesn't feel right. Go somewhere else. This is not who I am. You take your power back. You reclaim your power back. Yeah. Yeah. Another thing is that if you know, it's so hard when others want you to do something with them, for them, that doesn't feel right, but they need it. You are attached to them, or so many times you feel guilt. I'm not good enough person if I don't help them. I'm not good enough person if I don't do this for them. You know, you blaming yourself, and then you do it out of guilt. Ego blaming you. It doesn't feel right to you because it's not your work. It is not what you are here to do. Somebody else is. It is not your work if it doesn't feel right to you. But you give your power away and you say, okay, I'm going to do it. And then you suffer. You give just 1% of your capacity. You don't help them because you're suffering for them. You are teaching them to be sacrificed for others. And you're actually giving them just 1% and you're suffering in separation from self. You're giving your power away. You are harming them and you're not helping them. And you're teaching them they can exploit others. Maybe they want the energy of others and they want it. They don't care, as you never said no to them. And you're teaching them that they can be sacrificed of others. You're not being a master and you're not helping them because you're suffering out of, oh, I'm not good enough, out of guilt, and you do it. And then you're always doing it because they always want it and you always blame yourself. You cannot say no to them. You know, and more of them come and you do what you suffer in, what takes you in separation from self, and then you never do what feels right to you. You never work on your purpose, you never feel what feels right to you, never stay in that moment doing what is right. Always somebody wants something from you that doesn't feel right, and always your ego blames you that you are not good enough if you don't do it. Then you actually never do what is in your heart. You always do what others want out of guilt. You're actually just giving your power away, being a sacrifice, a slave. You never master yourself because you don't say no to others. And you do like a sacrifice. And you are not doing what is in your heart. You actually go in separation from self and you go further, further, further in separation from self. You know, giving your power away. Like you owe energy to others. Because you have to be a good angel. Your ego blaming you, you're not good enough. You should say no. But you never do what is in your heart. You never master yourself. You never take your power back to be the master. You never tell them who you are. You don't know if they are exploiting you. You don't know if they really need help because maybe they just don't care even how you feel. They just want you to do that. They want your energy. They maybe don't love you. You know. But when you say, I'm sorry, but I don't want you to do for me what doesn't feel right to you. I don't want you to suffer for me. So I don't want to do this. It doesn't feel right to me. It's not my work. You will find somebody else. Like I say, I am a writer, I'm a teacher. You come to my class, read all my articles, get the answers revealed within you in your being. You follow out of the word that I am, follow your heart. But I'm not to chat. I'm not to save you. I'm not to guide you. I'm not to be your guru and personal advisor. But you're welcome in my class, and you will find somebody who is here to do this service for you if you really want it. Like you, since you can say this. This is not my work. Doesn't feel right to me. You know. This is what I do. Uh, I don't want you to do for me what doesn't feel right to you. So I don't want you to do for me what doesn't feel right to you, so I tell you, I don't want to do this, and I hope that you will find somebody who will do this for you. And then you say no. You say no to what doesn't feel right. You're not putting up with it, and what others want from you and doesn't feel right. You take your power back. You master yourself. You master your power. You master you being sincere and truthful. You are not taking your power away. And now you do what is in your heart. You do what your heart desires. You work on yourself. You do things for others that you do in greatest joy that take you in a moment. And in this way, in the moment now, you do what your heart desires, your work and never work of another. You master yourself as a great master, taking your power back, saying no to... You don't owe energy to no one, you know. You free yourself from karma, and you actually, in all that time that you would suffer for others and do what doesn't feel right because your ego is blaming you, now you're doing what feels right, what brings joy to your heart for yourself and others, and you are working on yourself, you're working on your purpose, you're working on your master that you are, and you master yourself in your greatest mastery because you say no to what others want from you, and you know you are not here to do. Say, it is not my work, it's the work of another, you will find another. And in this way you become greatest master. You take your power back and you master yourself because you always say no what doesn't feel right to you, regardless what it is. You really see people who love you for who you are and say, oh, I don't expect it from you. I appreciate it. I will find somebody who will do it. I don't want you to suffer for me. I also don't want to do for you what doesn't feel right to me. I respect you because I love you. I don't want you to expect from me what doesn't feel right. They say it like this. They love you for who you are, you know. And then you see people who are like, oh, you don't love me, you don't want to do this for me, you don't care for me, what kind of a master you are. They don't care for you, they don't love you. All what they care is that they get your energy, that you do for them what they want. They only care for themselves. They say that you don't love them, but they don't care for you. Because they don't care how you feel. They don't care that you say no to them. This doesn't feel right to me. This is not my work. Literally, I'm suffering doing it for you. You want me to suffer to save you or what? Yes, they want. They don't care. They only care that they don't get what you don't want to give them. They only want to get that. They only care for that. They don't care how you feel. They only want something from you. So you take your power back, you lose people who don't love you for who you are, who just want to exploit you, do to you whatever they want and want from you whatever they want, and they don't care how you feel, they don't love you, and you master yourself in your greatest mastery, you know, in your greatest mastery, what you are doing, what feels right to you, and you avoid all people who exploit you, all what is not right for you, you don't do it. You are not putting up with it, so you avoid suffering, you avoid karma, and you are in the most joyful path in life. For you say no to whatever you feel resistance in others, in yourself. It doesn't feel right to you, and you give no resistance to no one, and then it's the most joyful path, and you have all your power back reclaimed, and you are greatest master of all masters, because you have said no. And that's the power of the word no. It's divine word. Literally gives your divine power back. For you don't owe nothing to no one. You are karma free. Your energy is sacred. Whatever you give to others is gift of love. It's a gift. And if they don't appreciate it, if they take it for granted, if they don't care that you don't want to give it, they don't love you. You are a gift, and you don't owe energy to no one, because you don't take energy from others, you don't control them, you don't expect, you don't want them to put up with something that doesn't feel right to them in their energy, and you are doing it. You don't want from them, you don't want that they, you don't want from them that they do to you what doesn't feel right to you, you know. They really love you for who you are, and you love them for who you are, for who they are. You say no to everything what doesn't feel right, what takes you in separation from self, and you suffer. And to everyone what doesn't feel right, what you will suffer in terrible karma. And you are free of karma, doing what your heart desires, in your greatest joy, in your greatest mastery, greatest things, with greatest people who love you for who you are. That's why I give you my word, the power of the word no. It's amazing. It's unimaginable. I give you my word. I give you my word. So, thank you. Thank you. And say no to whatever doesn't feel right to you. You will take your power back. You will master yourself in greatest mastery, because you will not do anything else and put up with anything else. And you will have souls in your life who love you for who you are, because those who don't, they cannot take that you say no to them in your energy. They only care that I do what I like and get what I want. So the power of the word no. Say no. It's a divine word. And I say now, much love and Purnamaste. May you take your power back by saying no. And if anybody feels like you want to offer a donation to the Art of the Word that I am, like you want to offer a gift, you know that you keep the Art of the Word that I am going, flowing. I'm so grateful from the heart. It's not mandatory, it's free. Only if your heart desires is a gift of love, nothing else. If it doesn't feel right to you, no. But if you feel right to you that you want to offer a donation, I am so grateful. Appreciate so much. If there's any blessing in this heart of a master, that it all go to you. You'll have to work on yourself, master yourself. But in giving we receive, that it all go to you, all empowerment. You know. Thank you. But I want to give you some special gift, and I will not chat to you, I will not say anything about it. I don't need you to say anything, I don't want you to say anything. I give you my word. I'm going to do white light source quantum healing on your being. I see in PayPal your message. I see in PayPal your gift. I'm very clairsentient. I connect with your energies. Quantum white light source healing, baby. I don't need appointment. I don't need to know anything. You don't need to know anything. You just need to know that I give you my word, that for every single donation, I do healing on you. If donation is of a bigger size, I do more healings. No donation is too small. No donation is too big. But my word is, for every single donation, healing is performed. But why would I tell you anything? Why would I need to know anything? I perform total healing on your being. I give you my best energy. What you do with it, it's up to you. How much you work on yourself, that's how much my healing works on you. Yeah, yeah. So, if you cannot say no to people out of guilt, out of fear, you will suffer suffering in doing what doesn't feel right as a sacrifice for others. You will never master yourself. You will suffer as a sacrifice. And you will have people who do not love you in your life, that do things that do not feel right to you, or you will never take your power back. You will never show them who you are. No one can heal you. No one. Only I can ease some pain for a moment with this healing. But if you say no to regard as your mother, father, brother, husband, what doesn't feel right to you and they want it from you, they're giving it to you, they want it from you, and you take your power back. And maybe you lose your husband, I don't know. But you keep all the people who love you in your life, and more of them come. You take your power back, your respect of a lion, and you have people who respect you and love you in your life. You heal yourself, you save yourself. I only give you my word that for every single donation I perform healing. Thank you, but you heal yourself, you know. And everybody say no to what doesn't feel right to you, and others are doing it and want from you. You don't owe your energy to no one. Your energy is a sacred gift, and who can respect you saying no to them, they deserve your energy. Not what they want, but what your heart wants to give. For you say no to everything else. It's for others, it's not for you. I give you my word. And you say no in rejecting what doesn't feel right to you. You keep yourself. You take your power back. You show who you are. You have power to say no. You're not weak. Yes, yes, I don't want to show myself. I'm guilty. I blame myself. I'm afraid. No. If you love me, do know that I never want anything from you. I never resist and force from you what doesn't feel right to you. I would never do to you what doesn't feel right to you. If you would tell me, I don't want you to do for me what you suffer in, you don't love me. And if I don't expect these things from you, I don't owe you no energy, you owe me no energy. I don't want to do it. You will find somebody who will do it to somebody else. Then you take your power back, you heal yourself, you show who you are. You respect yourself, you love yourself as others. You don't want to do for others, but you're not expecting them to do it for you. Suffer for them. You cannot suffer for others to save others. You cannot suffer for others to save others. You have to be in joy from the heart, in greatest joy, so others can save themselves. And you can be in greatest joy only if you say no to everyone and everything they want that doesn't feel right to you, for this will suffer in. And you say yes to everyone and everything what feels right to you. This brings greatest joy to your heart, and greatest joy from your heart brings heaven to earth. You heal this world, and you take your power back, your divine power. I give you my word. Purnamaste, Purnamaste, Purnamaste.